ba'awa ha ahola. Verse 9. Wahaya kaba'a masha ha'a holak. Salakia. Ha'a hala. Yarad. I'm a wad. Ha'ainwa. No. Ha'ainan. Ha'ainan. Wa'ai mad. Pathak. Ha'ahol. Wadabar. I'm Masha. Verse 10. Wara'ah. Kal. Ha'aim ath. I'm a wad. Ha'anan. Imad. Pathak. Ha'ahol. Wakwam. Kal. Ha'aim. Waha. Shaf. Kath. Wawa. Ayash. Pakath. Aholwa. Verse 11. Wadabar Yahweh al-Mashah Panyam al-Panyam Ka'ashar Yadabar Ayash al-Ra'ayhawa Washab al-Hamakana Wama Sharathwa Yahweh Shai Salaki Yahweh Shai Ban no one Na'ar La'ah Yum Yash Makawaka Mathawaka or Mathawak Ahol. Verse 12. Wayamar Mashah al Yahweh Ra'ah Atha Amar Aliyah Ha'al Ath Ha'aim Hazah Wa Atha La'ah Hawa Da'aithnya. Okay. Hawa Da'aithanya Ath Ashar Fashalak Anya Wa Atha A Marath Yada Aithiaka Bashum Wagum Matazaath Hun Ba'ayanaya. Verse 13. Wa'aitha Am Na'a Matazaathia Hun Ba'ayanayaka Hawa the Ayanaya Na'a Ath Drakaka Wa'a the Aika Lama Ain A Mataza'a Han Ba'ayanayaka Wa Ra'a Kaya Imak Hagawaya Hazah. And verse 14, Waya Panya Ya Lakwa Waha Nakathia Laka. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 33 and verse 7 in English. And Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp, afar off from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of the congregation. And it came to pass that every one which sought the Lord went out unto the tabernacle of the congregation, which was without the camp. Verse 8. And it came to pass, when Moses went out unto the tabernacle, that all the people rose up and stood every man at his tent door, and looked after Moses until he was gone into the tabernacle. Verse 9, and it came to pass, as Moses entered into the tabernacle, the cloudy pillar descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and the Lord talked with Moses. Verse 10, and all the people saw the cloudy pillar stand at the tabernacle door, and all the people rose up and worshiped every man in his tent door. Verse 11, and the Lord spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. And he turned again into the camp. But his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. Verse 12, and Moses said unto the Lord, see, thou sayest unto me, bring up this people, and thou hast not let me know whom thou wilt send with me. Yet thou hast said, I know thee by name, and thou hast also found grace in my sight. Verse 13, now therefore I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, show me now the way that I may know thee, that I may find grace in thy sight, and consider that this nation is thy people. Verse 14, and he said, my presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 33 and verse 15 in Hebrew. Waya Amar al Yawa Am Ayan Panyaka Halakayam Al Ha'ailanwa Mazah. Verse 16. Waba Ma Yawadai Apawa A Kaya Mataza Athia Kan Baayanayaka Anya Wa Aimaka Ha Lawa A Bala Kathaka Aimanwa Wana Polianwa Anya Wa Aimaka Makal Ha'aim Ashar Al Panya Ha'adama. Verse 17. Waya Amar Yahweh Al Mashah Gum Ath Hadabar Hazah Ashar Dabarath Aisha Kaya Matazaath Khan Ba'ayanaya Wa Adaika Basham. Verse 18. Waya Amar Hara Anya Na'ath Kabadaka. Verse 19. Waya Amar Anya Ibayar Kal Tawabia Al Panyaka Wakwara Athia Basham Yahawal La Panyaka Wakanathia Ath Ashar Akhan Wara Kamathia Ath Ashar Aratham. No, Salakia Arakam. Verse 20. Waya Amar La'ah Thawakal Lara'ath Ath Panyakaya La'ah Yara Anya Ha'adam Wakia And verse 21. Waya Amar, Yahweh Hana, Makwawum, Athia, Wanatazabatha, or Wanatazabath, Al Ha Tazawar. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 33 and verse 15 in English. And he said unto him, thy presence go not with me, carry us not up hence. Verse 16. For wherein shall it be known here that I and thy people have found grace in thy sight? Is it not in that thou goest with us? So shall we be separated, I and thy people, from all the people that are upon the face of the earth? Right. Yo, even Moses was like, really? Okay, so I can see. Verse 17. And the Lord said unto Moses, I will do this thing that thou hast spoken for. Thou hast found grace in my sight. Okay, so I read it wrong. And I know thee by name. So Moses wanted them to be separate. Most High in Christ. You hear that, y'all? Moses wanted us to be. Moses knew the deal. Most High in Christ. Verse 18. And he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. Verse 19. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. Verse 20. And he said, thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. Verse 21. And the Lord said, behold, there is a place by me, and thou shalt stand upon a rock. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 33 and verse 22 in Hebrew. Wahaya, Ba'aibar, Kabadya, Washa Mathiaka, Panakwarath, Hatazawar, Washa Kathia, Kapia, Aliaka, Aid, Ibaria. Verse 23. Waha Sarathia Ath, Kapaya, Waraathia Ath, Akaria, Lapunya La'a, Ya'awa, Yara'awa. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yahweh al-Mashah, Pasal, Lakah, Shunya, Lakath, Abunyam, Karaashanyam, Waka Fathia, Al Halakath, Ath, Hadabarium, Ashar, Hayawa al Halakath, Hara Ashanyam, Ashar, Shabarath. Verse 2. Wahaya Nakawan Labakwar Wa'aliyath Wa'aliyath Babakwar Al har, sayanya, wanat taza bath, laya, shum, al, ra'ash, hahar. Verse 3. Wa ayash la'a ya ila aimak wagun ayash al yara'a bakal hahar gum ha taza'an waha bakwar al yara'aiwa al mawal hahar haha wa'a. Verse 4. Waya pasol shunya lakath abunyam kara ashunyam waya shakam masha babakwar waya al har sayanya kaash tazawa yahawa athwa waya kwak bayadwa shunya lakath abanayam. Verse 5. Wayorad Yahweh ba'anain waya thaya tazab aimwa shum waya kwara'a bashum Yahweh. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 33, verse 22 in English. And it came to pass, while my glory passes by, that I will put thee in a cleft of the rock, and will cover thee with my hand while I pass by. And I will take away mine hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, and verse 1. The Lord said unto Moses, hew thee 2 tables of stone like unto the first, and I will write upon these tables the words that were in the first table, which thou breakest. Verse 2. And be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning unto Mount Sinai, and present thyself to me in the top of the mountain. Verse 3. And no man shall come up with thee, neither let any man be seen through all the mount, neither let the flocks nor the herd feed before the mount. Verse 4. And he used 2 tables of stone like unto the first. And Moses rose up early in the morning and went up unto Mount Sinai, as the Lord had commanded him, and took in his hand the 2 tables of stone. Verse 5. And the Lord descended in the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of the Lord. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 6 in Hebrew. Waya abar, ibar, salakia. Yahweh al panyawa. Waya kwara'a, Yahaiwa. Yahweh al rahawam. Wahan, waha salakia. Rakanwan. Wakwana one. Araka. Apiyam. Warab. Kasad. Wa'amath. Verse 7. Not Tazar. Kasad. La alapanya. Nasha'a. I won. Wapashai. Wapashai. Salakia. Wapashai. Wakata'a, Wanakwa la'a, Yanakwa, Pakwad, Iwan, Abawath, Al, Banyam, Wa Al Banyam, Salakia Banyam, Al Shalashiam, Wa Al Rabbaayam. Verse 8. Waya Mahar, Masha, Waya Quad, Ara Taza, Waya Shakathwa, Waya Shathakwa, Salakia, Waya Shathakwa. Verse 9. Waya Amar Na'a Mataza Athia Kun Ba'ayanayaka Adunya Yalaka Na'a Adunya Bakwara Wabakorab Nawa Kaya Aim Kwasha Irap Hawa'a Wasalakaf La Aya La I one Nawa Wa I one Nawa Wala Kata'ath Nawa Wana Kalath Nawa. Verse 10. Waya Amar Hana Abakia Karath Barayath Nagad Kal Aimaka Aisha La Palaath La Napalaath Ashar La Nabaraawa Bakal Haaratazar Wabakal Hagawayam Wara'ah Kal Ha'aim Ashar Atha Bakwarabwa Ath Ma'aisha Yahweh Kaya Nawara'ah Hawa'ah Ashar Anya Aisha Imad. Verse 11. Shamar Laka Ath Ashar Anakia Matazawaka Hayawam Hananya Garash Mapanyaka Ath Ha Amaria Waha Kanaania Waha Kathia Waha Razia Waha Parazia Waha Kawaya Wahaya Bawasia Wahaya Bawasia. Verse 12. Salaki. Ha Shamar Laka Pan Thakarath Barayath Laya Washab Ha'arataza Ashar Atha Ba'a Alya Pan Yahaya Lama Wakwash Bakwara Baka. Okay, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 6 in English. And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed, the Lord, mercy and gracious, long suffering and abundant in goodness and in truth. Verse 7. keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will be by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the father upon the children and upon the children's children until the third and fourth, and to the fourth generation. Verse 8. Moses made haste and bowed his head toward the earth and worshiped. And he said, if now I have found grace in thy sight, O Lord, let my Lord, I pray thee, go among us, for it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for thine inheritance. Verse 10. And he said, behold, I will make a covenant before all thy people. I will do marvels, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among you which thou art shall see the work of the Lord, for it is a terrible thing that I will do with thee. If I may, sir. The people, you understand, when the Most High made this covenant, you understand what I'm saying? He showed all the people the signs of the covenant. And you're going to read, as we read further, you're going to see that all the people agreed with the covenant, because a covenant is an agreement between two parties with a mediator. And Moses is the mediator. And you're going to see on two occasions, if you read the Bible, where all the people said, yes, Lord, we're going to do everything you say. And they did not. You understand? And that was the beginning of our troubles. Verse 11. Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Hittite, the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite. And if you go back to Genesis, if I may, sir, if you go back to Genesis and you see the bloodline of these people are what we call today Africans. They are the seed of Ham, every last tribe that we just read there. You understand? So the Most High, these are the people that were living in the land that we call Israel today. And the Most High, they had polluted the land with all kind of sacrifice and all kind of evilness. They were sacrificing their children to Molech and these other gods. And the Most High said, man, get these people out of here. And he chose us to do the job for him. That's what's about to happen here. When he said he's going to drive them out, which means he's going to help us drive them out. That's what it means. Like, he's not going to do a miracle and wipe them away. You got to go in there and fight. The Most High is a man of war, yo. And if you think that you're going to get anything from the Most High without a battle, without putting a sacrifice or sacrificing your time and putting in this work, then brother, sister, you don't know this book at all. And you certainly don't know the Most High that we worship. You're going to do some work. Trust and believe. Salakia. Verse 12. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. Say, yo, Salakia, if I may. He telling Moses, yo, when I send y'all in there, don't make no covenant with thee. Don't make no agreements with these people. Don't make no deals, no treaties, nothing with these people. Because that's going to be the stumbling block. That's what's going to cause you to get caught up. This is the warning that he told Moses. And Moses, when the Most High tells Moses something, what does Moses have to do? He has to tell the people. This is always the way it has been done. The Most High deals with one person, and that person is the leader. He's the only leader, and then the rest are subordinates. And the job of the priests and the prophets, once Moses tell the people, then the rest of the prophets have to tell the story too. It's always been that way throughout this whole Bible. It's never going to change. That's how it is today in the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. He's the leader, and the rest of us are subordinates, and we do what he do. He tells us the truth, and then we bring it to the people, man. That's how it's always going to be. That's how it was during the time of Christ. That's how it's going to be in the kingdom of heaven. it ain't going to change. You understand? This is the way of the Most High. I am the Lord. I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. You understand? This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 13 in the Hebrew. Kaya ath maza bakatham fa fatha tazawan wa ath mata batham hashabar rawan fa shabarawan wa ath Asharyawa, the Karath, the one. Tough. Verse 14. Kaya la'a Fasha Thakathwa La'ala Akar Kaya Yahweh Kwana'a Shemwa Al Kwana'a Hawa'a. Verse 15. Pun Thakarath Barayath Laya Washab Ha'aratazab Wazanwa Akaria Alahayahum Wazabakwa La alahayahum wa qara'a laka wa akalath azabakwa. Verse 16. Wala kwakath bamanatho yawa laba nayaka wazanwa Banathiawa, Akaria, Ala Hayahan, Wayazanwa, Ath, Banyaka, Akaria, Ala Hayahan. Verse 17. Alahaya Masaka La'a the Aisha Laka. Verse 18. Ath Kag Hamada Tazawath Vashamar Shabaith Yum Yum the Akal, Matazawath, Ashar, Tazawayathka, Lema Wa'id, Kadash, Ha'abiyab, Kaya, Akadash, Abayab, Ha'abayab, Ya Taza'ath, Ma Matazarayam. We started at 13, 14, 19. Verse 19. Cal, Patar, Rakam Laya Wakal Makwanaka Hazakar Thazakar Patar Shawar Washa. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 13 in English. But ye shall destroy, this is the commandment that the Most High gave us when we went into this land, the land of Canaan, which we now call Israel. This is the commandments that he told Moses to instruct the people to do. But ye shall destroy their altars. What is an altar? It's a place of worship where they were worshiping idols. Most High to clean it out. Break their images, those are the idols, and cut down their groves. The groves is an idol as well, made out of wood and stuff like that. You just look it up. Verse 14. For thou shalt worship no other God. For the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Whose name is jealous, meaning that he don't want this is what this means. He don't want nobody to take credit for his work, man. He doesn't want anybody to get the glory or the worship that he's worthy of, man. That's the Most High power, man. Ain't nobody got no right to worship any other power, man, on this earth. And you, Israelites, you damn sure ain't got no right to do so. You understand? Because the Most High power is worthy of worship and praise and honor and the glory because he did it all. And guess what? He did it for you, black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man and woman. He did it for you. Verse 15. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land. Nah, man, ain't no nah. We ain't negotiating nothing. Most High told us to do this. We're going to do this. And they go a whoring after their gods. Look what it got us, yo. Look what it got us. And do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice. Y'all eating that swine, man, in that Christian church, man. That's what he's talking about. Yeah. Verse 16. And thou take their daughters unto thy sons, eating unclean food and marrying unclean women. They unholy, man. You know, I don't know. We try to get these brothers and sisters to understand, you know, how this is love right here. You can't see it. Yo, you the best, man. Don't mix with these people, man. Get your own woman, man. I gave you the best woman, man. Take your own woman, man. That's what the Most High is telling us, man. That we already have what we need within us. We got 12 tribes, man. Beautiful women, every texture of hair. You understand? Every size, lips, hips, everything. Beautiful feet, everything, man. As long as she take care of herself. There's nothing better than a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian woman on the face of the earth. If you take anything other than that, you're settling for less. Thus saith the Lord, man. We just read it right here. Don't marry them at all. You understand? And their daughters go a whoring after their gods, and make thy sons go a whoring after their gods. Meaning that if, let's say, I'll use myself, if I marry a heathen woman, what do you think she's going to teach my son? Is she going to teach my son my God? No. She's going to teach my son her God. And so my son is going to go whoring after her God. That's why. It's very important to understand these things. This is the formation of us, right? This is when we're being formed into a nation, man. This is the foundation, man. It's never going to change. This is the Most High. Never. This is nothing ever going to change. This is always going to be the law, man. Always till the end of time, man. Till the heavens and the earth function no more.
It's like this. This is a concept like this. It's something that we can't fathom as a nation of people, man. Like we've been destroyed for so long. You know what is building a nation? What is, establishing the order? What is, structure when it comes to being Black, Hispanic, and Native American? Like we've been given, everyone else's structure, everyone else's order, everyone else's doctrine. We've been taught to follow and just obey our entire lives. You understand? It's hard for a nation of people who've been on the bottom to even comprehend power. You know what I mean? Like anything outside of a slavery, you know what I mean, we're having a management position, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. We don't understand it. That's why, we get in such like confrontational situation with brothers, specifically brothers who are supposed to, supposed to be in power. They never understand why is it that we speak in the manner that we speak of, because they know that they spirit is like, this gonna cause controversy. Massa ain't gonna like that. You know what I mean? Like this is something that we don't understand, man. You know what I mean? But this, Barakatai Howard shot to man, Junior Hana, for raising us up and teaching us this Bible. So now we know that this is what God always intended for us, man.
Like I said, what this brother just brought out is heavy. What they make you, when he says going a whoring, you're a spiritual whore, man. That's what it's talking about. You giving your spirit, you selling your spirit to a God that is no God. That's what it's telling you. That's what we do. That's what he just was talking about. We out here trying to be Christians and Muslims and Buddhists, and ain't none of them God, man. Yahweh is God. None of these other things are worthy of worshiping at all. And we in the Isupk and the Commander General Yohana, as my other one just said, man, we got it for you, man. Only the priests and prophets of the Lord can discern these scriptures like this, man. We were taught these scriptures from Commander General Yohana. Every man in the Isupk, every last one of us was taught from Commander General Yohana down, man. It's always been so, y'all. Learn who Israel is, learn who you are, and take back your strength, man. We're not no weaklings. We're not no weak boot-licking, whatever the hell you want to say. We are Yasha Allah, the Prince of the Power. We have authority with God and with men. Man, I want that. You, brother? I want that. The water. We want that. You understand? We tired of having their foot on our neck, man, and trying to make us like we less than them, man. They the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. If they're the devil, then what does it make us? Sure. Understand? I'm rocking with the Most High in Christ in the Isupk under Commander General Yohana.
Damn right.
For me, there's no other way. And for you, there's no other way either. It's the way that the Most High put it down. And we love it, man. I love it, man. I ain't never been, I'm going to tell you the truth, if I may, sir. Please. I ain't never been, I'm not in the pursuit of happiness, but I ain't never been more happy in my whole life. And these are perilous times. Look what's going on in the world. But what is that? It's because the spirit, our spirit and our brotherhood is together, man. We have each other, man. That's it. It's not no material thing. None of us rich. But we have each other, man. Hey, man, that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, and that's damn sure. Like even the other nations don't have, you know what I mean, the type of brotherhood and compassion we have. Like look at the governments of these other nations. They're all split. They're all split. got their own fractions, own, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just like they're not together. We're the only nation of people who in our rulership and in our power, we're still all together. You know what I mean? Abiding by the same law, following the same doctrine. Look at all these other nations, they split like a mug. They ain't together. You understand what I'm saying? It's just us, man. Just us. We ain't never needed to be no allies with no heathen nation. What the hell is that? When you got the most high power on your side. You know what I mean? Like these people, man, who are empowering our rulership, it's not meant for them, man. It's not meant for them. And the Lord has been, you know what I mean, giving us examples and allowing them to rule. And all it's showing us, now that we know the truth, just how terrible leaders they are, man. Just how terrible leaders they are, man, because it's their fault for the condition of the earth, man. That's why it's only right that the children of the Lord rule this place, to get it back in order. They've made a mess of this place, man. They made a mess of what's supposed to be our heaven, supposed to be our peace, our sanctuary. They made a mess of it. You know what I mean? And it's going to take us to clean it up, man.
Verse 17. Thou shalt make thee no molten gods. You see that Catholic church out there? Man, I said, they had a statue of a man with his legs up in the air with his butt pointing up like in fighting homosexuality. I saw this last week. One of the brothers posted it. It's a statue on a Catholic cathedral or church, and it's a statue of a man with his legs open up in the air like a woman, and you can see his little tiny wee-wee, and then his anus is the prominent thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like LBGTQ personified, literally, in a statue on a Catholic church, man. It was amazing. I was like, God. You had to see this, man. I saw it. I couldn't. I was like, wow. You know, just the idea that somebody would make a statue like that. This is what the Most High is talking about. Like, this thing is man-made, man. But it symbolizes wickedness, man. That's the basis of idols. You understand what they represent? They don't represent the Most High because none of them are alive. None of them. The Most High is the Lord of the living, man. They'll learn, Adawan. Verse 18. The feast of unleavened bread shalt thou keep. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread as I commanded thee. In the time of the month Abib, for the month Abib thou camest out of Egypt. That's the month of April. Well, it's the Passover, the first month. We got the Passover again. Hey, man, I don't know.
Just real quick, you know what I'm saying? Give it up for Commander Giuliano for allowing, you know what I mean, North Carolina to host the Lord's 55th annual Passover again. You know what I mean? The sequel is here. You know what I mean? Brakatah Hawaii Howard Shah, man. You know what I mean? Lord allow, you know what I'm saying, we can make it as glorious and hospitable, you know what I'm saying, as we did last year, and even better, man. You know what I'm saying? But for those who are unaware, the Lord's 55th annual Passover will be in North Carolina, man. Durham, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Get your affairs in order. As General Muhammad said, go ahead and start Ubering. Do what you got to do. Pack your bag and start walking now if you got to. You know what I mean? But make sure you are here, man, because it's going down. Yeah.
One car. Verse 19. All that openeth the matrix is mine. Simply meaning every man is born of a woman. The matrix is you came through that tunnel. Box, man. You came out that box. That's the Matrix. The movie The Matrix was written and invented by a woman. She understood what the Matrix was too. Everybody was born through the matrix of the womb of a woman. Everybody that ever lived on the planet Earth. And so,
And if you can't understand that, you know what I'm saying, you are just delusional, man. Cause this place want me to understand that a man can be a woman, Yanaza. Yeah. They can understand that easy. No questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. You know what I mean? when it comes to the knowledge of this Bible, oh man, that's just too complex, man. They be perplexed. You know, it don't make no sense. Yeah, you know
all that openeth the matrix is mine. Meaning everybody born belongs to the Most High. And every firstling among thy cattle. Now, this is to the children of Israel. I don't know about your other nations. I just want to clear that up. That's between y'all and the Most High. But this message is to the Israelites. Understand? All of us belong to the Most High. That's the context that we're reading. Every firstling among thy cattle, whether ox or sheep, that is male. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 20 in Hebrew. What patar, kamawar, thapada, basha, wa amla'a, thapada, wa irapath, wa cow, bakawar, bunyaka, thapada, wala'a, ya awa, panya, raya kwam. Verse 21. Shashath yam yam, the ibad, wabaya wam, hashabaya aya, the Shabbath, bakar rayash, waba kwatazayar, the Shabbath. Verse 22. Wakag Shabaith, the Aisha Laka, Bakawaria, Kwa Tazayar, Hatayam, Wakag, Ha Asayap, the Kwawapak, Salagya, the Kwawapath, Hashana. Shalash, Pa'aimiyam, Bashana, Yara'a, Kal, Za Kawarka, Ath, Panya, Ha'adan, Yahweh, Alahaya, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, the God of Israel. Verse 21. Kaya, our Rayash, Gawayam, Mapanyaka, Waha Rathabathia, Rakabathia, Ath, Gamawalaka, Gabawalaka, Salakia, Gabawalaka, Wala'a, Yakamad, Ayash, Ath, Aratazaka, Ba'elathaka, Lara Awath, Ath, Panya, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Shalash, Pa'imiyam, Bashana. Verse 25. La'ah, the Shakat, Al, Kamataza, Dam, Zabakia, Wala'ah, Yala, Yun, Labakwar, Zakak. Salakia, Zabak, Kag, Hapasak. That's the Passover. And verse 26. Ra'ashiath, Bakawaria, Adam Mathaka, Thabaya'ah, Bayath, Yahweh Alahayakala, Thabawal, Gadia, Bakalab, Amwa. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 20 in English. But the firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb. And if thou redeem him not, then shalt thou break his neck. All the firstborn of thy sons shalt thou redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. Verse 21. 6 days thou shalt work, but on the seventh day thou shalt rest in earing time, and in harvest thou shalt rest. Verse 22, and thou shalt observe the feast of the weeks, of first fruits of wheat harvest, and the feast of ingathering at year's end. Verse 23, thrice in the year shall all your men children appear before the Lord, the Most High God of Israel. Verse 24, for I will cast out the nations before thee and enlarge thy borders. You understand? Meaning that these other nations that's living there, we taking their land. Their land is going to become our land, thus saith the Lord. Neither shall any man desire thy land when thou shalt go up to appear before the Lord thy God thrice in the year. Understand? Meaning if you properly worship the Most High, ain't nobody going to take your land from you. Verse 25, thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left unto the morning. In other words, you had to eat everything. Verse 26, the first of the first fruits of thy land thou shalt bring unto the house of the Lord thy God, and thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk. Meaning, if you kill a baby cattle of any kind of lamb, a cow, an ox, goat, sheep, whatever, you can't cook that lamb in the milk that you drew from his mother. You can't cook that meat in the milk that you drew from that animal's mother. That's a commandment. It's unclean to do so. You understand? Salakia, sir, I think that was it, right? This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 27 in Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yahweh al-Mashah, Kathab, Laka'ath, Ha Dara Debarium, Ha Debarium, Ha Allah Kaya Al Paya, Ha Debarium, Ha Allah Karathia, Athak, Bariath, Wa'ath, Yasha'Allah. Verse 28. Wayahaya Shem Aim Yahweh Arabaim Yawum Wa Arabaim Layala Vakam La'a Akal Wamayam La'a Shatha Waya Kathab Al Hala Kath Ath Dabaria Habariath Aisharath Hadabarium. Verse 29. Wahaya Baradath Masha Mahar Sayanya Washanya Lakath Ha'aidath Bayad Masha Baradathwa Man Hahar or Masha La'a Yadai Kaya Kwaran I war Panyawa Bada Bada Bar Bada Wa Salakia Bada Barwa Athwa. I think we finished. Okay. Because we did the whole
33.
we did some verses. We started in 33, right?
I'm gonna check why you did.
Okay, I'm at verse 29. I'm at verse 29. We started 33 and 7. Okay, verse 39. Waya Barath Masha Mahar Sayanya Washanya Lakath Ha'aidath Bayad Masha Radathwa Man Hahar Wamasha La'a Yadya No Yadai Kaya Kwaran I war Panyawa Badabarwa Athwa. Verse 30. Wayara'ah Aharan Wakal Banya Yasha Allah Ath Karwanka Wayara'ah Aharan Wakal Banya Yasha Allah Ath Masha Wahana Waran I war Panyawa Waya Yara'awa Magashath Aliyawa. And verse 31. Waya Kwara'a Alaham Masha Waya Shabwa Aliyawa Aharan Wakal Hana Sha'ayam Ba'ida Waya Debar Masha Alaham. Verse 32. Wa Akaria Khan Nagashwa Kal Banya Yasha Allah Waya Tazawum Ath Kal Ashar the Bar Yahawa Athwa Bahar Sayanya. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 27 in English. And the Lord said unto Moses, write thou these words, for after the tenor of these words have I made a covenant with thee and Israel. Verse 28. And he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. He did neither eat bread nor drink water. And he wrote upon the tables the words of the covenant, the 10 commandments. Verse 29. And it came to pass when Moses came down from Mount Sinai with 2 tables of testimony in Moses' hand, when he came down from the mount, that Moses wist not that the skin of his face shone while he talked with them. So Moses' face is glowing, and he don't even know it. Right. You understand? Wow. Verse 30. And when Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh. They were afraid to go near Moses because his face was shining. So imagine, if I may, yes, imagine a black man going up in the mountain, coming down with these 2 tablets, and his face is glowing. Now, you know your people. You know. Black people was afraid, yo. I would have been afraid. They was shook. The water out of water. That's the word. He wasn't going nowhere near Moses. Verse 31. And Moses called unto them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned unto him. And Moses talked with them. See that? The rulers are the leaders. Just like we said, when the Most High talks to the prophet goes to the underling prophets, tell them what's up, and they disseminate the knowledge to the people. This is what we're trying to show you. This is the foundation. It's never going to change. And we prove it over and over again. I just want to emphasize this for you Christians, man, who think you got these pastors. These pastors are leading you to slaughter, man. You don't even know, man. It's sad. Verse 32. Moses is talking with Aaron and the leaders of Israel, telling them what's up. And afterwards, all the children of Israel came nigh, and he gave them in commandment all that the Lord has spoken with him in Mount Sinai, if I may, sir. So all the leaders went out unto the people and gathered all the people to Moses. And this is when the covenant is agreed upon here shortly thereafter. And we'll read about that next week, right? Because that was the last one. You understand? With that, I imagine, just up here.
No, just up here. Well, you know.
Men of Israel, gird thyself and prepare to salute the Torah. For them, which means turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabash Shemayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Natanlanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawum, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawath Nawa, Salaki, Kabawath Nawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'aya Nawa, Banasaya 1, a ball, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Waha'ala, Wahakapara, Iwalumium, Amen.
In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kasha, Nathan Nawa, Hakak, Apara, Ka Makala, Wakao Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazarayam, Hakak, La Hakwim, Hamathium, Hakak, Al-Rakawaf, Hatamala, La Garashan, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman.
In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Prayer for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Mayaka Allah.
Why Mayaka Allah.
Why Allahayim.
Why Allahayim.
Matazaba Ya'ah.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Ha Allah Wapium.
Allah Wapium.
Ha Saranyum.
Ha Saranyum.
Ha Kotazayanyum.
Ha Kotazayanyum.
Ha Koyoyoyum.
Ha Koyoyoyum.
Waha Guatian.
Waha Guatian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. In the English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121 in Hebrew. Aisha. Ayanya. Al-Haharium. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Izaria. Ma'aim. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Wa'aratazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hanala'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha Allah. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Aliyah. Yamyaka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayallah. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makalrai. Yashamar. Athnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Tazaka. Wabawa'aka. Mayata. Wa'aid Abalam. In English, I will lift mine eyes into the hills. For which cometh my help? My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in this time forth, and even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim. El Dami Alaka. Al Thakarash. Wa Al Thashakwat. Al Kayahana. Awayabyaka. Yahama. Yawan. Ra'ash. Al Aimaka. Yairayamwa. Sawada. Wayata. Yaitazawa. Al Tazapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakidam. Magoya. Wala. Yazakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Now I tazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Alyaka. Barayath. Yakarathwa. Aholia. Adawam. Wa Yashamai. Alayam. Mawa'aba. Wahagariam. Gabal. Wa I'm a one. Wa I'm a lock. Palashath. I'm Yeshabya. Tazawa. Gam Ashawa. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zerawai. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadian. Kasaya. Sarah. Kayabian. Banakal. Kwayashwan. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayan. Da'ara. Hayawa. Daman. La'adama. Shayatamwa. Nada. Yabmawa. Ka'arab. Wakazabak. Wakatazol. Manai. Cow Messiah Kamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Na'awath. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Kagogala. Kakwash. Lapanya Rawaka. Ka'ash. Tabi'aira. Yaira. Wakalahaba. Talahat. Harayam. Khan. Daradapma. Masa'iraka. Wabasa. Wapathka. Tabahalam. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shimka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Panyaham. Namslake. Wayabaholwa. Aijai. Wayakaparawa. Wayabadwa. Wayadayawa. Hayata. Shimka. Yahawa. Labadka. Aliyawan. Al-Kaharatazah. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make it tumble, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Almunam, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Abajim, Shabbat, Ibajim, Barak, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, Yajim Matah, glasses.